Hi guys, welcome to the 10. And today we're going to be talking about perfection and perfectionism, and as they relate to purpose. Many people have different ideas or perspective on perfection. To some people, perfection is excellence. To some people, perfection is flawlessness. To some people, perfection is just fear and delay. And so, understanding perfection, is very important to our journey of purpose, right? It's very important understanding it the right way, because understanding it the wrong way can adversely affect our perspective on purpose, right, and affect our journey to on purpose. So let's see what that looks like. Perfection can simply be defined as fitness to purpose. So what that means is that something is perfect when it does what it's meant to do within the context of its use, right? For example, a pen is perfect when it is able to write clearly, and not when it is able to maybe erase or just perform some extravagant function. No, a pen is perfect because it is doing what it's meant to do within its context. Right, within its context means that, for example, you can use pen to do something else other than writing. I don't know, you can use pen to maybe play the drum, play games and things like that, right? So because you can use pen to play games or play the drum, right, doesn't mean that pens are designed to play drums or to play games. They are designed to be able to write clearly on a piece of paper, and that's what makes them perfect, because they are performing what they are created to do. So if the pen is not able to perform any other function, maybe like erase or whatever, right, it doesn't make the pen less perfect, because fundamentally the pen is fulfilling its purpose for writing clearly, right? And so if you want to even develop or innovate the function of the pen, right, the fundamental thing you should focus on, apart from adding other functionaries, the fundamental thing you should focus on is making that pen to be able to write better, to be able to write more clearly, because that's the fundamental essence, right? So if you go ahead and add other functionaries, add other things, right, update other things or innovate other things concerning the pen, and you do not affect or improve its ability to write, you're not engaging the pen in the context of its purpose. So understanding the purpose, and then looking for ways to continually improve, continually innovate, and see how better this item can perform its function. So that's an illustrative example of perfection in this, as regards to purpose, right? So now we're going to talk about what perfection is not, right? So the first one is that perfection is not flawlessness, right? So I think throughout this week we'll be talking about flawlessness, limitations, weaknesses, and things of those nature, right? And so we want to understand that these are not major disadvantages to purpose. It depends on how you approach them and also how you deal with them. And so perfection does not mean that you won't make mistakes. It does not mean absence of errors or mistakes. I once wrote an article titled "Imperfection Leads to Perfection," right? And so what that means is that in the journey of perfection, right, there are many imperfections. There will be many mistakes, many failures. Because think about it, if you don't have these mistakes, if you don't have these failures, right, you won't be able to develop or improve or be refined to even get to that perfect state, right? So in your journey to perfection, expect flaws, expect mistakes, expect failures, right? Because that is truly how you master the craft. That is truly how you refine and attain that perfection or attain that mastery, right? There's a saying that goes this way, that the master has failed many times than the servant has tried, right? What that means is that his mastery or his perfection is as a result of his cumulative lessons, right? His cumulative lessons from his failures, right? So the more he failed, right, the more lessons he's able to learn, and the more he's able to adapt and improve in his skill or whatever he's doing, right? And so that makes him more efficient, more proficient compared to the learner. So some people consciously believe that, oh, I'll start when I'm ready, I'll start when I'm more confident, I feel like I have a lot to learn, and all of these things, right, as sincere and maybe even genuine as they sound, right, this perspective of perfection is only going to cause delay to actions, right, and it makes it look as if purpose starts after preparation. Meanwhile, both the preparation, the execution, and everything is part of the journey of purpose. So in the journey of purpose, right, what does perfection really looks like? It looks like starting even before you're ready. It looks like, learning and applying at the same time. It looks like improving through feedback, refining through experiences, and so much more. Right. And so perfection, in purpose is progressive and not instant. Right. It's not instant, it's progressive. So if you do something today and you feel like it's good enough, tomorrow or next 2 3 years, as long as you're continually growing, right, you look back and you'll be like, I can't believe I did this, right? This compared to now, it's very, very, shallow, right? Just like as I'm making this video now, right, at this point, I can say, oh, maybe it's good enough for what I want to do at this point, right? But then looking ahead 3 4 years in the future, I can look back and I'll nod my head and say, oh my goodness, I can't believe I thought this was actually good. This is because I've invested in continuous learning, both through successes and failures, and that has helped me to refine myself over time. So let's talk about the difference between perfection and perfectionism, right? It's quite simple. Perfection, is purpose driven in the right context. Perfectionism is fear driven, right? It seeks to limit you, it seeks to delay you. It makes you procrastinate, it makes you never start, it makes you to overthink, it makes you to be anxious, right? That's perfectionism, right? But when you're striving towards perfection, understanding that perfection itself is a journey, right, and understanding that it is progressive, it gives room for growth, it gives room for mistakes, it gives room for failures, it also gives room for successes and celebration of certain goals and achievements at certain points in time. And it also pushes you for more, right? It pushes you for more. So because when you do something, and you try to appraise it, you see what you can do better, and that thing that you can do better, that's what perfection really is. Perfection means there's always something you can do better, right? You've done something, even if you think it's the best, right, you know that there is better, right? So in the real sense, best is not the highest form of good, better is the best form of good, right? Because best is like, this is the best, but in reality there's no best, right? Better is the best place to be, right? I don't know if you understand that, but I hope you do. All right, so in conclusion, right, purpose is not waiting for the perfect version of you, it's waiting for the current version of you to engage in the journey of continually becoming better, right? And so that is the goal, that each day you become better than yesterday. Each day you learn something that you didn't know, yesterday. Each day, you try to engage in things that you haven't done before. All right, see you tomorrow.